handmade, and it sure looks like it. Stunning stuff. With lots of love, except this sign. That's cute. Some gem silica chrysocolla. Very cool stuff. Is that? Yeah, that's Surfite right there. If you don't know what Surfite is, check out the video before the start of the Denver shows. I did a giveaway of this material. It's the byproduct of the manufacturing of surfboards. Very cool and fun stuff. The particular batch that I got looks like the exact same variety. And I believe the gentleman who sold it to me said it comes from Santa Cruz, California. Very cool. Love the white buffalo. I love the simple facet. You could probably do this on a traditional lapidary wheel. Very cool. Even though I personally cannot wear base metals, it greens out my wrists and my fingers, I love base metal jewelry. I think it's stunning looking. I wish that I could wear copper. Ha! The people making it put leather to get rid of that problem. Great idea. $220 for this nice bulky piece of turquoise. And it won't green you out if you're sensitive like me. Great idea. It's that little extra that, you know, shows the love. Even the bigger piece has some leather. It looks like cow maybe colored buffalo. $270 for this big bulky piece. Look like a Aztec princess with that piece on. Here's another piece of the Surfite. Some gem silica chrysocolla. Looks like amethyst. Kinda maybe is fluorite. I'm not exactly sure. Looks like they only take it to about 600 grit before they final polish. And I wouldn't be surprised if they use something like Zam or Fabuluster for their final polish. Love that piece of native copper right there. That's gotta be number 8, if I'm not mistaken. It sure is. I was wrong before, but I learned from my mistakes. And that is $175. Not a bad deal at all. This person's definitely keeping it real. Most people at the Miners Co-op usually keep the prices very real, since they do all the work from the slabbing to the trimming to the cabbing to the smithing to the polishing. It's a nice piece. Is it Cooper Petty? I'm not sure. I'm not the best with Opal. It looks like this little baby bear in this piece right here. Hey brother.
How you doing?
On these pieces that look like a more satin finish, do you use like Zam or something on these?
Yes, it's all Zam.
It has that Zam look.
Yep.
I like it a lot.
Oh yeah.
And is this the Santa Cruz Surfite?
I believe it is. Yep. It's
Dude.
Surfite. I think it's Southern California, but so I'm not sure, you know, exactly where. But yes.
Oh, they're great, brother. I love that you put the hide on the back for people that are sensitive like me.
That's right. Yep. Yep.
Jeez, that's a banger right there.
How about that one?
Look like a gladiator.
Druzy.
Jeez.
Gem silica from the Baghdad mine with Druzy. Super rare.
That is stunning. Thank you so much, my friend.
No problem. I got Surfite cast over there.
So if you folks haven't seen the video yet, this is what the raw material looks like. The byproduct of the manufacturing of surfboards in Southern California.
Yep.
You get a stunning polish. I have a hard time getting
this. You have to polish real light hand.
like sensitive.
Yes. Don't put much pressure on it because you'll burn it.
I've been doing that a lot.
This one's sterling silver.
Super
Nice, hard.
affordable.
This one you cut with the lines and you'll get that effect. It's a whole seam going on in there. And then if you cut at an angle, you get this effect.
Which is your favorite?
I like the stripes. I like them all. You know, each one is different. So you just, I had to make my own surfboard.
Yo, that's great. Did you do that all on the wheel?
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
cool.
Oh yeah. I did 3 of them just for the fun of it.
I'm always impressed by how some folks have great control on the wheel. I would have thought that was done with like a flex shaft or something.
Nope. All done on the wheels. I use a 6-wheel Titan.
Nice. Have you had the Titan for a while?
I got it last year. I got a used one, and all it was is the motor and the stand. And I had to build the trays, the cover for it, and plumb it. But that thing is amazing. It is so powerful. You're never going to slow it down. You can't stop that motor no matter what you do. I found out the hard way.
I talked to Don at Diamond Pacific. They say that they'll take a rock and shove it against the motor as hard as they can to see if they can burn it out, and they can't.
I burned out my Genie, but it had water dripping out of a leak in my roof, and it started to mess up. It looks like my pendant. It is my pendant. I recognize
Oh, very cool. That gentleman was super cool. Check out these beautiful pieces from Lake George, Colorado. My good friend John goes there quite often to mine, or at least in the surrounding area. Is a good luck stone, balancing the female and male energies in many aspects of these personalities. Excuse my reading abilities, folks. This stone absorbs microwaves, cell phone emanations. Amazonite is a soothing and calming stone, alleviating worry and fear while dispelling negative energy. Before I got into the gem scene, I had a good friend named Julia Ives, and she gave me a piece of this stuff for the radiation eliminating effects of this material. This material is super awesome. If you're not familiar with the Lake George variety, it grows with smoky quartz. Some of this stuff is so black, it almost looks irradiated, but it's not. That is a super gemmy, dark piece. This piece here says that it's with fluorite. I've never heard of that from Lake George, but it also says that it's rare. So that's probably why I've never seen it. Check this out, folks. $5 for this. That's some great cutting material. Very rarely do you ever have to stabilize this stuff. I got lucky, and a local thrift store was selling a giant bucket of this material. It didn't have a price, but I have like dozens of guitars. I took one of my cheapest guitars in and traded him for the bucket. I think he was more interested in the quick money he could have got from the guitars than trying to sell little pieces of crystal that he didn't know what they were. So I got really lucky, but it didn't have anything like this in it, that's for sure. Look at that one. Very super cool. I love when people take the time to give their specimens and larger pieces names. This one's called 401k. Get it? I do. That's awesome. Stunning.
Yes, I like
I love the name.
Yeah. It is my 401k.
That is fantastic.
Yeah. Been praised at 250,000.
Thank you, my friend.
You bet.
Here are some nice electroforms. I really like the electroforms. I haven't made any electroform pieces myself yet, but I have a lot of friends that do. Maybe I can convince them to make a video that I can share with you folks on the channel. I like these little Hubei pieces over here. I wonder if there's a way to clean these. Can you take these to like a jewelry buffer and polish them like a piece of silver or gold? Or would you use like chemical like Brasso, or what's another like hand polishing metal polish that you'd use at home?
Oh, you're serious?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know.
Not besides Brasso. You know Brasso?
Yeah. Spit.
Some nice bunnies and turtles. Still no cats for the little one. Ooh. Love the penguin. He's cute. This is a cool fossil specimen. Only 1,200 bucks. They were charging more for that lapidolite mirror than they were for this fantastic piece, which probably took, you know, dozens if not hundreds of hours to process. A little bit of amylite going on right there. Absolutely stunning. I wonder what this is. I think that's called muscovite. Correct me if I'm wrong, folks. But I don't know what the crystalline structure is. Very nice. Little crystal mountain you could set up by your front door. Impress your friends, impress the ladies, impress the dudes. It's got some amethyst growing on the side. I wouldn't have noticed unless I looked back here a little bit. Very cool. Here's some orange honeycomb calcite. These are some cylinders that, you know, they core out of the material. It's pretty cool that they've cored out the largest pieces they could for this piece, then polished the insides. Maybe it was even like a spray adhesive. It kind of feels a little bit like it is some kind of, not spray adhesive, but like a spray shellac or like a finish, like, what am I trying to say? A clear coat. And it serves the calcite just fine. It doesn't get too much shinier than this anyway. There are some working marks from the corn, but pretty cool. None of it should go to waste, and these people who are making these are doing a good job of making sure that happens. $2 for the little cores. Again, perhaps clear coated. Very nice cylinders. This one's curved. I wonder how they made that happen. You'd be surprised how much the bits can actually bend before they break, especially if they're older. This is a cool piece with some cool coloring and figuring on the outside. $45 for the lamp on a stand. The piece on the beautiful piece of wood is 200 bucks. I wonder what kind of wood it is. Looks like they got lots of nice rough over here. Campitos, $1 a gram. Not bad. It is definitely a lighter blue. I think it's stabilized, but I could be wrong. I would definitely want it stabilized if I bought this material, but you could easily see this material go for 3 or 4 times more on social media gem shows. Italian Opal, never heard of this before, $5 a pound. This Aquamarine from Nambia is going for $50 a pound. Looks like there's some lapidolite or some rubellite on the outside of this stuff. Very cool. I do enjoy cutting lower quality aquamarine. Indonesian bumblebee jasper. You might have heard me say it 100 times already. I prefer to buy this material already cut because it's a little gross. Some rickolite. Oh yeah. I wish I had a spray bottle to show you folks this material. Rickolite comes from Grant County, New Mexico. Right there. It's definitely one of the staples stones that lapidaries cut in Taos, New Mexico. Almost every lapidary that sells, that works for themselves and not for stores, will cut this material. It's a serpentine that grows with talc. That's what the white inside of there is. And even though talc is so super soft, this material, believe it or not, is super stable. Very stable serpentine. I love cutting this material. I don't feel a lot of crystal medicine myself, but one of the first pieces I ever made at Ruben Medina's shop was a beautiful dendritic riccolite serpentine pendant. I got so creeped out at it, I got so creeped out about it at a music festival one time, I just threw it out into the middle of the woods, and I never wanted to see it again. It was, I don't know if it was because it was the first time I've ever felt crystal medicine, or if it was my imagination, but I needed to get rid of it, and I threw it out. I went back and looked for it for like a day and a half during the festival, and I could not find it. Hopefully it found a good home, or it went back to Mother Earth, who knows. But I don't blame the riccolite, I blame myself. A crystal medicine that might make one person feel good doesn't always make the next person feel good. Let's go check out my buddy over here. I talk to him every year during the Buena Vista Gem Show. He makes some amazing spheres. All right, so we're chatting with Pyramid Peak Gems again. You might remember these folks from the Tucson show. Jim is super kind. He shares a lot of information. He just told me a great way to polish up Surfite. This material, which is the byproduct of surfboards, not to be mistaken with cordite. And you probably remember his awesome mini sphering machine. I think he says you can get like 4 inches. No, not 4 inches, maybe 2.5, 3 inches out of this, but it does some smaller stuff. And it's hard to find small sphering machines. Most people that I see that have small machines that can do sphering have made them themselves. And this is definitely a homemade machine. I love it. So let's take a look at some of Jim's awesome spheres. Very quick. Let me put back the gentleman's card. It looks like the last one.
How are you doing today? Are you into mushrooms? You must love them, right? Yeah. If I'm into bacon.
Some of these I remember from the Buena Vista show that the gentleman was showing.
Oh, does he? Cool. What's his favorite thing?
It's a nice boulder opal. Only $75. That's an amazing deal. The booth over there on the outskirts of the tent section of the Denver show this year was selling spheres about this size out of cheaper materials such as rose quartz or calcite for over $100. So $75 from a fantastic mom and pop operation is definitely a steal. Hit up Jim, tell him you want to buy this bad girl. This thing is a sweetheart, made with love.
And that one like took me 80 hours. Sandstone, if you've never tried sandstone, it's a lot of fun. But it's only like 5 minutes. You're done.
He actually tried lava rock.
Give it a go.
The gentleman's getting such a fantastic polish. Check out this piece of toolite, the national stone of Norway. An amazing gloss. I don't get anywhere close to this finish when I cut this material. This is considered the higher quality material because all the reds and pinks. Well, the stuff I cut usually is a lighter pink, but this red is considered the higher quality toolite.
I'm not obsessed at all.
Some people actually soak this stuff in oil to get a darker red artificially, but this is probably the real deal.
Yeah, it has a blue gray hat.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Check out the gentleman's stands for the spheres. Genius. Little hematite rings. You probably get 100 for, you know, $10. What a great deal.
We do it all the time. In Marana, I'm one of the first people up front.
All different kinds of materials, hard stuff, softer stuff. Gotta love the sandstone. It looks like a planet.
Arms get longer, pants get long.
Keep pulling them down. Yeah. Some things people don't need to see, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but I do love
Check out that little fossil in there.
You can slide on your butt, slide on your knees.
Yep.
Fill up the cargo pockets and then try and tighten them.
yeah. This Mr. So I hear you're a spear cutter?
Yeah.
So what's your favorite thing to cut?
Well, so far I've been liking the rhyolite that I found.
Okay, yeah.
There's some nice, what looks like African honey opal. I buy this stuff in the rough for $10 a pound during the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show at the Keno Electric Sports Complex. It's actually surprisingly really stable even when it crazes. And in the past I have found small pieces that had a little bit of fire in them. So I wonder if people that cut lots and lots of this material ever find some pieces that are really fiery. Maybe something close to like a low quality Ethiopian opal. Some little serpentine donuts. Cute little floral relief. This is like inside of the garage area next to the tents. Is this lapidary? Hey, it's me. I'm a sweaty mess right now. Oh, yeah, I think this is lapidary. Is it for... Can't really tell what it says, but I'm sure it is not $1,580. It's probably closer to $150. But you never know. I mean, they're selling this crystal for $215. Maybe they are expecting $1,580, or maybe it's 15 kilo. I don't really know. But $150 seems a lot more reasonable for something like this. I mean, yeah, $150, not $1,580. Look at that. Very nice piece of Uruguay amethyst. $1,200. Village Originals is perhaps the best vendor to buy amethyst from Uruguay from. That's a cool vug. It's like a crystal hotel. A little crystal cave on your dining room table. $4,550 for this piece, 23.6 kilos. Very nice. Here's some dyed pieces. Definitely not my favorite, but somebody loves these. There should be a little sign that says that they're dyed, but you know how it goes. These are super cool. The miners at work. I'm pretty sure they put the pyrite on the sides of this crystal. Working down deep in the mine. $309. Not bad. These little castings are super cool. Little mine cart back there. That's super cute. Pretty cool, unique idea. I haven't seen yet. It probably doesn't sell as well as just a regular crystal, but on a piece like these that are not particularly stunning on the inside, it might be easier to move by putting the miners inside of there. Looks like they range from $400 to about $288.